Back. What up, y'all? What up, y'all?
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And we back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast, live and direct from Hell's Kitchen, Hell's Basement, one of them things. Anyway, what you just heard was my man Backpack Beatz. Good man, another round of applause. Dionne, Warwick, Maybach music. Anyway, off his I made this on Twitch volume, one of them things. Man, got so many volumes. Anyway, the thing is available right now on Bandcamp. So you can go to Backpack Beatz Bandcamp page and check that out. All kind of beats, my man Backpack. Matter of fact, big shout outs to him and the wifey with baby crew on the way. I don't know if I talked about that last week or the week before. I really think my mic is going to fall at some point during this live broadcast. So just a heads up to any and everyone. If you hear a loud crash, that's what happened. Round of applause for Janky Equipment. Gifted, of course, so thankful for it. But yeah, it just doesn't match the table that is on. Anyway, this is episode 177 of the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. And the guest we have on tonight is none other than the man himself, Marcel P. Black, will be in the building. We're going to talk about his fun-filled summer. He had a lot of fun this summer. And we're going to get into that, including his viral real MCs, not rappers. Real MCs. Real MCs don't rap over vocals. We're going to get into that. Among some other things, of course, my man Marcel is a teacher. And school is started for some of the youngins out there. Shouts out to the youngins, first day of school. Yep. Speaking of, man, the time is now. It has arrived. Guys who've been riding along with the Enigma Sept Hour podcast for the past 4 years. Or even definitely those have been riding for the past, what we at, 13, 14 since 2008. Man, Mackenzie will be heading to kindergarten in about a week, bro. A little over a week. My baby girl, my baby will be heading to kindergarten. And all we can think of that one Andre rhyme, what do you say? I'm gonna be there for the first day of school and graduation. Well, here we are, first day of real school, and my baby is a big girl, so I'm not gonna cry. I might. I might. Anyway, big shouts out to my big girl, Mackenzie K. Daddy loves you. If you're listening, hopefully, if you are listening, you'll stop after this because Daddy may get a little ratchet moving forward. Shouts out to my cousin Kiana. Those who know. Anyway, yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I can't even play around with y'all today. Let's get into the BS. Yeah, this actually deserves a very good boo. I don't know if you guys remember the movie Life, and the one character can't get right. A little slow, I guess. That's a bad word to say in 2022. You can say it in 1999. 2022 may not be the word you want to use. Anyway, he just seemed not to have them all, but he was talented in one other thing, which was swinging the bat more ways than one. Anyway, yeah, man. Seems like talent doesn't mean that you understand social norms at some point. Let's get to it. Mystical, the famed rapper from Louisiana, has been arrested again, however you want to pronounce it. This guy can't seem to not be unviolent to women while at the same time pulling his meat out and trying to give it to him, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, he was arrested for another sexual assault, first-degree rape. Petty burglary, I think, was another charge. And some other things, man. And believe women. First of all, hopefully that one no need to be said. But, yeah, bro. Now, granted, and I got to preface, like, we live in America. You're innocent until proven guilty. So don't want to be the one. Oh, y'all threw him under the bus. Y'all just assumed that he did whatever. Even if he didn't, bro, like, why are you in situations time and time again? You don't serve time for this already. And it just looks nasty, man. It looks nasty. I'm not gonna catch. They gonna give him no bail. I mean, matter of fact, I think they denied him bail, literally. So, just, bro, like, stop. Not even stop. Just, I mean, it's done now. If it was done, allegedly, like. Now, I will say this. I will jump on this boat. I'm not going to knock anyone who plays his music. I'm probably still going to play his music. Even if I know the argument against R. Kelly was some of the stuff he was singing was inspired or could have literally came from the crimes he committed. And it's possible. And that could be the same for Mystical, because listen to Mystical raps. He was not the kindest guy to women in any of those raps. Matter of fact, even in the raps, in hindsight, he was very aggressive in his lyrics to women. But so was Ja Rule. and you don't see Ja Rule doing it. So, but yeah, man, I can't front. I've there are a number. Mystical has been one of my favorite rappers for a while, since the mid-90s. Easy. Definitely one of my favorite rappers that was associated from No Limit, even though I mean, my fandom of his predate his No Limit days. So, regardless, so it is kind of heartbreaking in that sense regarding him, is that now my fandom for his music is going to be marred by either the accusations or the literal crimes that he's committed. You know, so yeah. But hey, I still listen to Break the Cycle, and Aaron Lewis is still a freaking literally a redneck. Is he? You mean, I don't know. He's a Trump supporter, so live long enough to become the villain. You know what I'm saying? You be a hero long enough, live to be a villain. Whatever Jay-Z said, or Batman. Anyway, so yeah, man, that's the mystical story. Just came out today. He's was arrested today. Denied bail. Wait to see what happens. But again, for those out there, if you're listening to mystical music, I'm not gonna judge you, because I'll be judging myself. I listened to it after he did the bid for actually assaulting somebody. After being convicted of assaulting somebody, I was still rocking his music. So I'm not gonna be a hypocrite and say, "Oh, I'm not doing that anymore." Nope. Still gonna rock anyway. But if you don't, let me say that, if you don't choose to listen to his music, I ain't gonna judge you either. I get it. Let's keep it moving though, man. There's a lot going on. RIPs, man. They get RIPs. We lost some elders over the weekend or in the past week, and in fact, two of them yesterday. Just boom, boom. First, Bill Russell, NBA great. I don't like using the term GOAT or greatest of all time, because time's still moving, but he definitely would be a nominee once the universe decides not to exist anymore, as if it'll matter. But anyway, yeah, man, rest in peace to the great Bill Russell. Passed away, I think, at the age of 88. And also too, we lost pioneer, trailblazing actress Nichelle Nichols, of Star Trek fame. This one actually kind of mainly because there's a book that I read to Mackenzie at night. Or I did. It's been a while. Not that I haven't read her book lately, but I haven't read that book lately. But it's basically a book of all like great Black women throughout history. Mae Jameson, FloJo, Raven Wilkinson, all kind of these great Black women. And Nichelle Nichols was one of those women in the book. So, yeah. So it just kind of hit me in the ducks a little bit, knowing that, she was the ones that was like, hey, she's still here. And now she's with the ancestors. Speaking of the actress, we also lost actress Mary Allen, who known for various parts. I know she was on the Cosby Show, on A Different World, and on, I think, The Matrix. I think she played the second Oracle. Am I correct? Or the first one? One or the other. Regardless, they have joined the ancestors. There's another actor. I didn't know who he was. I never watched Hill Street Blues. That predates me. If I did watch it, I was probably in diapers. I can't think of his name now. Something Black. Like Blaque Black was his last name. I can't think of his name. But anyway, he passed away as well. So, yeah, man, we gained some ancestors, man. So let's give them their props, man. Came on earth and did what had to be done. Trailblaze for the people. Show up and show out. So yeah, come out here and do the same, man. Speaking of showing out. Look, man, I know they say, you know, when you accomplish great things, sometimes you got, you know, it's okay to show your ass. I just didn't think that people meant for you to literally show your ass. I wasn't prepared for that. So yeah, so apparently, sorry for those that hear me clicking. There was a young lady. I don't know her name. I'm not gonna give her. I'm not gonna give out the Instagram handle just because that's pretty much what she wanted. Anyway, there was a young lady who apparently just graduated from FAMU, my alma mater, and I think was in public health or social work, something. Anyway, got a master's degree. Congratulations. And decided that it was time to show up and show out. Show the whole world where they can kiss now that she's earned her degree. So those who don't know, FAMU recently, the past year or so, there's a statue of a rattler that was built on campus. And of course, it was an attraction, especially for those who want to take photos, you know, graduation photos, or just to show that you was on campus, whatever. Oddly enough, being a photographer, I haven't been to the site as of yet. I'm slipping. But anyway, so the young lady decided to pose in front of the rattler statue in the nude, all natural, with some kind of wave cap with like snakes coming out of the wave cap and some heels on. It's booty naked. Just booty. All you see is ass crack. Just a whole crack of ass just staring at you. I'm just the ass look kind of box. Am I tripping? I'm trying to figure out, did the ass look kind of boxed? It was kind of flat up top and then it was kind of round. It was kind of like a George Jetson TV looking ass. That's what threw me off. I'm like, you know, this ain't J-Lo ass. This ain't Serena Williams ass. Kind of SpongeBobish. Just a little bit. It was all right. But then, of course, I'm pretty sure Photoshop helped out a lot. But anyway, man, it caused a lot of hoopla. Look, do I feel like, you know, some people saying, well, she may lose her degree or she should lose her degree. And if they try to do that, she could sue FAMU, blah, 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 blah. I don't think it's that serious, man. You know, I don't think it's that serious that she should lose her degree. I don't think it's that serious that you can't lose it. She earned it, but if she don't get her diploma, I have to wait it out, you know, whatever. I am in the party that I do think is going to make it harder for other people to take pictures now, because now FAMU gonna have to regulate, because it's like it's happening multiple times. All right, you got this one off, that's cute, but now we got to make sure that people don't think they can just get off and do it again. You just messed it up for everybody else. That's for me. That's the issue. You know what I'm saying? Now it's gonna be regulated. Now they probably gonna, you know, put a fence up or put some rope up, have some security. You know, you got to pay to take a picture there moving forward. You know, that's my issue. I guess also too, I spoke to a friend of mine about it, and my thing is, I would respect it. I won't say respect it more. I guess I respect her being bold. Whoop-de-doo. See naked booty all the time. But I don't know. It didn't seem to be any purpose behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like if she did it in protest to, you know, the overturn of Roe versus Wade or something, you know what I'm saying, or the struggle of black women and how, you know, you have to feel vulnerable in this world, you know, or try to strip you naked, but you got to stand in, you know, if she had come with something that was, I hate to say it, respectable, you know, and was doing it, or just doing it for some reason, I'll be like, all right, bet. But looking at that and her explanation, and also looking at the rest of her IG, it looked like she just did it for attention. And it's kind of hard to respect that because everybody doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cliche, it's positive. You know. Speaking of, me and Fee went and watched what's the movie? Nope. And I like the movie. Want to say close to love the movie. I think Jordan Peele, well, I'd say Jason. Jordan Peele is a genius in that movie, in what he did with that movie. But also, after watching the movie, watched some clips of him describing it, and the movie, the basis of the movie was the culture's addiction to spectacle, and how we search for the next big thing to happen. This will have something to talk about, the entertainers, and how we do it to our own detriment. And that's exactly what old girl was doing. You know what I'm saying? She basically created a spectacle because she knew or hope that people will gather around for the excitement of the spectacle. And yeah, in the words of Jordan Peele, nope, I'm straight. I'm straight. Like, again, I can see if there was some real purpose behind it, some real statement, you know, but it just looked like she was looking for attention, and that's not cute. Sorry. That damn cat wasn't cute either. That one got me. Fee thought she was slick trying to pass by here. No, she's supposed to be locked up in her room like Rapunzel. That one got me. Well, she wasn't even. I wasn't worried about the ass. I'm looking at. He in the other room. I'm looking at the cap. What the hell is that on her head? Like, whoever did the little snake thing, it looked horrible. Medusa. Like, that looked bad. She would have spent more time than that. And then going out there posing naked on campus. Child. Anyway, we got some more drama. Nothing but drama. I'm gonna keep it local real quick. Know my man Marcel P Black in the building. Shouts out my man Joe Ward in the building. I see you, my boy. Yo, so I gotta get into this, man. Local Tallahassee drama popping off. So apparently, the man, the legend, I'm about to say Marcel P Black. Marcel Black, yeah, he ain't got nothing to do with Tallahassee, my boy. Man, NarioDaDon dropped a diss track last night, calling out a ton of people for whatever reason. I think I recognize a few names, maybe not. I'm not sure, but I think he did call out. What was it, True Life? True Life. I said your name wrong. My bad, my boy. But yeah, I know True Life. True Life is the only one I see really shooting back at him. But anyway, dropped a diss track, just calling out all kind of people. I don't know if I don't want to say necessarily how to rob type. Probably more so. What was it? Was it Queen's Quran? What was the other joint 50 drop? The Quran joint where he was name dropping all the gangsters. But yeah, again, spectacle. Now I don't know what the hell is going on. So do not quote me in none of this outside of he did drop a diss track. My speculation from what I've seen and maybe heard, is allegedly there was some innuendo or rumor that Nario had got caught up in some, I guess to say it, homosexual activity. And that apparently people were going off with that rumor, or innuendo or speculation. And so he decided to pop off on those who, I guess, didn't apologize soon enough when apparently the rumors had been shut down. Like, granted, ain't none of my business if that man doing whatever. Honestly, I don't think it's anybody else's business if he doing whatever. Even though I do think True Life's use of P Valley called that man a little murder. It is, I guess, almost fitting if the rumors were to be true. But yeah, nah, man. If it's true, so what? So what? It ain't got nothing to do with his music. So yeah, man. If anybody going around thinking that, calling that man out for whatever is hell even funny, or think that is cool, like, you look dumb. Because I mean, look, it's get people doing their thing, and rather if he want to do whatever or not, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's still who he is. So what? Yeah, y'all gotta chill out. But yeah, it was man, it was crazy. He did that. Can't even front. He did that, man. Speaking of P Valley, don't tell me about the latest episode. I haven't watched it yet. I know it's gonna happen, unfortunately, but don't tell me, because I need for you not know that I know what's gonna happen. Thank you, Twitter. Anyway, but yeah, man. And even with that, let me get into that, because people want to look crazy. Like, you watch P Valley? Like, yes. And honestly, the dopest thing about that show is just the symbolism. And I'm one for symbolism. That's why I like Nope. It's symbolism. You know what I'm saying? That's like the dopest way to tell stories, is like not to be direct, to show, indirectly through subtle things. My name is Enigma, bro. I like riddles and stuff. Like, duh. So that's right up my alley. So all just the symbolism that's in that show is dope, man. So, and granted, anytime there's a sex scene, I ain't looking anyway. Rather if it's a heterosexual sex scene or homosexual sex scene, I'm like, yeah, nah. Shoot, I can't even look at the women because I don't want my wife thinking I'm getting off on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be sitting there looking at, old girl was doing old boy wife. I can't be sitting there looking. My wife gonna think I'm enjoying the titties or something. Like, no. Yeah, nah. Y'all come back when y'all start acting. Hey, you. All right, what we got, man? I got heard the same guy back up, man. We still got drama. I ain't even get to the main drama. Man. First of all, fuck Wiz Khalifa. That's for all the DJs. Yeah, don't mistreat these DJs, my boy. Ever. I gotta chill out. Now, granted, you got some DJs that's some assholes, whatever. But yeah, you don't ever want to be the aggressor, especially in the culture. You know what I'm saying? The DJ ain't getting it right. Man, just behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? Get through the set. If you ain't rapping over your vocals, then you know what I'm saying, you can tell them to cut it off and just rock acapella. Right, Marcel? Am I right? Just rock an acapella. If the DJ screwing up, just tell them to cut it off. I'll rock my set acapella because you don't rap over your vocals. Boom. That's how you do it. It's hip hop. But don't mistreat the DJs, man, especially if they ain't do shit, but just come up there and try to play your record. Because the repercussions can be bad because you need somebody to play your records. No, main drama. I'm running a little bit behind. as I always do about this time. Oh, Kelis versus Queen B. I want. That's not a clap situation. I can't find my drummer. I tried to find the drummer sound effect. Couldn't do it. Internets was hating on me. Need to bring back Limewire now. Limewire. Anyway, so apparently, Kelis put out a tweet. I think it wasn't even on her like main account. It was she got like some cooking show, and it was under the cooking show account. But she indicated that she was upset that, not upset, but felt the ways, I guess, that Beyonce or somebody from the camp didn't reach out about using a sample of one of her songs, probably her most famous song, Milkshake, in one of Beyonce's songs. I can't remember the name of the song. Yeah, I do. Energy. Shut up. I didn't even listen to the album like that. Matter of fact, it's crazy. I've listened to the album because of this whole situation. So, Kelis was like, yo, it's kind of, it's kind of messed up. Then reach out to you, girl. But that's the industry. And of course, the Beehive went nutso, including everybody else. Man, I was it last week? I told y'all to do your research. Did I mess around there and do my research? Because I was sitting here searching for Get Along With You, my favorite song from Kelis, thinking that was the sample. Wrong. Nope. That was not it. Listening for nothing. And then it was like, nah, it's Milkshake. I'm like, I don't hear a Milkshake. They were like, well, there's no sample. It was like 2:00 in the morning when my homegirl sent me a video from TikTok with the little DJ. Shouts out to the little DJ be doing the same. It's a bunch of them, but it's one guy in particular. And it was a la 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 part. And I'm just like, I'm listening, like I still don't hear it. Like I don't. It's right there. And y'all probably like, yo, E, you did not hear that sample. Yeah, it's there. It's there. It's like right before I think Big Frida comes in. The Big Frida I guess Big Frida heard it because I don't know Big Frida identify as. I ain't watched College Hill yet. I guess Big Frida came in and even started saying la la la. And you think the sample is Big Frida saying la la la. But no, it's actually like on the top end. If that makes sense. It's not in the bass. But you can hear faintly, you can hear that la 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 la. But it's like whoever was DJing or mixing, they like distorted it as it plays. It's really subtle, like dumb subtle, in a great way, but it's subtle. And so when I heard it, I was like, oh God, look, they got me. They got me. Because I heard the ooh la la. I was like, huh? And then I seen they credited Tina Marie. I was like, all right, bet. Tina Marie got the props. I don't know where Kelis come from. But yeah, it was there. Spectacle, man. Spectacle. I don't think it was that big of an issue. I think social media made it a bigger issue of it than what it was. I think Kelis just wanted to put it out there. But it was a lot of cap from a lot of people, a lot of just misinformation, BS, you know what I'm saying? Oh, it was clear. Beyonce did what she had to do, whatever. It's like, that wasn't even the point. You know what I'm saying? Kelis was just like, yo, just reach out. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. I didn't realize they were so close in age. Kelis is only 42. Beyonce is 41. Like, and granted, they came out around the same time. Kelis cut out there was like 2000. Beyonce, of course, with Destiny's Child dropped 97, 98. I guess I just didn't assume that Kelis was as young as she was when she dropped. Even though, man, I had the biggest crush on Kelis. Especially with that on orange hair. Bruh. Like, Kelis was a whole vibe, bro, that I was like into. Y'all don't even know. Like, yeah, a little skater girl vibe. Yeah, that was me. As Raven October. Like I wasn't even vibing on Beyonce because Beyonce was like prom girl type. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, yeah, she cute. All right, whatever. Kelis, yeah. I want to be caught out there. I want to get along with you, Kelis. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about your milkshake, but we can get on a skateboard and get up out of here. You know? Anyway, I'll say this too. Kelis wasn't the only one. Apparently, Diane, the great prolific writer, Biden. No, sorry. It's not a Biden. Diane Warren got into some hot water a couple of hours before I came on because she said she couldn't believe that, like, I guess Beyonce had like 26 songs or something. Dream had to get her right. Dream popped up, was like, oh, because you know what I'm saying, it's this thing called sampling, right? So that's where all them writers come from, because we sampling things. And she came back and apologized. Y'all gonna learn to stay in y'all place, man. Shut your mouth. Don't come after Queen B. September babies, nigga. Anyway, hey man, let me get to this next track, man. I'm gonna bring on another September baby. So right here, I just found this off of Bandcamp. Just want to look out for the culture. So we're gonna see what happens. It's Fly Anakin. Fly Anakin, I think he out of the UK with a song called Class Clown Interlude. Yeah, we're gonna rock this. We're gonna come at my man Marcel P. Black. This is the Enigma Sept Hour. You got time, baby.
Yeah, whoop niggas ass so bad they get their special move. What it do? Pocket the gas off the Savek could do. My weapons rude, cut you with line, might spit all on your food. The only cabin we acknowledge the shrooms. The only savages around is my dudes. The only package we receive is the boom. Just play the push being torn. I know it's mid-June, but feel like Halloween. We on that skate team, do the thing. Y'all niggas know we yo, it's steady, son. Why when niggas die, they need to go fun. Go flexing when they on earth. Y'all niggas ain't got no funds. Niggas will shoot you with your own gun. That shit ain't no fun. And then watch this shit on the news. I used to know something. A lot of sass for the nigga in class. They used to make them laugh. Now we need it back. Popping bitches like expensive tags. You ain't tell me you ain't got it, so we on your ass. Don't come to Richmond without a permit. You ain't got a pass. Sass for the nigga in class. They used to make them laugh. Now we need it back. Popping bitches like expensive tags. You ain't tell me you ain't got it, so we on your ass. Don't come to Richmond without a permit. You ain't got a pass. Sass for the nigga in class. They used to make them laugh. Now we need it back. Popping bitches like expensive tags.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. This is your boy Enigma September, and this is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. That was your boy, what's his boy name? Fly Anakin. Fly Anakin out of the UK with Class Clown, the interlude to his project Frank. And you can find that on Bandcamp, because that's what I did. I stay true. Like, there's a lot of good rappers who go to Bandcamp, you know what I'm saying? You go look for something. So I did that. Kept true to my word. But anyway, man, speaking of Bandcamp Kings, we got the one, the only, Marcel P. Black in the building. What's up, my boy?
Yeah. All is well, man. How are you?
I'm out here fat. You know how we do. Fat boys unite. Fat boys only.
It was definitely a fat boy summer for me, man. Fat boy summer. Day of the fat man is near. You know what I mean?
Put them F's up. We doing this. Y'all see us. Plus our time really coming up because fall hit. Yeah.
You know how I made a REDROV holiday? I was thinking of making like a fat man week, you know what I mean? We like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like celebrate all the big dudes. I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean?
I'm with it, man. Shouts out with the Heavy D, Biggie, Chubb Rock.
You know what I mean?
Like
all that, man. Killer Mike.
Meaning Seagull, they got sick. Killer Mike, no doubt.
Big Luther.
Mama love Big Luther. Mama love us some Big Luther.
You know what I mean?
Fat Dr. Dre before he got on the steroids.
All that. Boy, you silly, man. You silly.
You gonna learn today. You gonna learn. Yeah. Matter of fact, let me make sure I'm right. Your birthday in September, right? I think like the 11th or something. Like,
yes, sir.
I know. Look, see, I know. Y'all. I know my guess. I'm sorry. I know Marcel P. Black. This boy been busy. Like the whole summer, bro. You gonna eat up the whole summer,
Bruh, man. Look, I ain't gonna regret it, but it was crazy. I look back because I had one day off after tour ended, and then I went back to work, and it's just like, man, I can't believe like I'm actually back at work. You know what I'm saying? Like I just wasn't all across the country. And I'm looking back at the pictures and his videos, like, man, I was really all across the country. Like I'm appearing as PD now, trying to fight to stay awake. You know what I'm saying? Trying to put lesson plans together. And like literally this time last month, I was getting ready to get on stage in Indiana. You know what I'm saying? Right. And so it's just, it's been a blessing, bro. It's been a blessing.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, shoot, last time you was on, which seems like ages ago. I think, shoot, me and my wife had just moved in our last spot. We're in a new spot now. And you know what I'm saying, it was during the pandemic, and everything was down bad. You know what I mean? And I know you being a touring MC, you was really we was talking about how hard it was hitting. So to see the come up and see, you be able to, get out on the road and be black outside, on tour, man, it was dope, bro. It was dope. And I really appreciate
Thank you.
You flooded my timeline. I didn't think you can flood Facebook anymore, but apparently
I do things. Like it don't for cap. You know what I mean? Like it's like, I don't know, man. I'm under that old law, bro. And like, I don't really care about going viral. And if you look at any of my social medias, I ain't really got a whole lot of followers on Instagram or Twitter. But look, I'm doing something. It ain't like like I don't believe in content, man. I believe in substance. You know what I'm saying? So like, look, I'm doing something. I'm doing a show. I'm doing an interview. I'm in this magazine. I'm in this festival. I'm working with this artist. I linked up with this artist, right? So like, I want the substance as opposed to the content. Like, what we really doing? Like niggas be, they might give like, and it's weird how the internet looks, right? So I posted a video on my Instagram Reels of me unboxing my Air Max pennies, right. And I get like I think it's at like 7,500 views. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, I put something up there, be doing a live set where the crowd is going crazy. I might get 200 views. So it's just crazy. Or the video I had of me and Alfred Banks messing around right before we went to go to Chase Bank. I'm counting money, right? Talking like literally talking bullshit while I'm counting money. You know what I'm saying? But that gets like 5,000 views to my, whatever. So it's just weird what people react to. But like that's just me clowning around. But like if you look at my timeline, I'm really doing something. You know what I mean? So and I really take pride in it.
No, that's real talk. Like that's the one thing I can respect. Like you said, like I said, you constantly, posting, doing whatever. But it's real stuff. You just ain't, you can tell that you just ain't sitting on your couch posting stuff, but I ain't doing nothing. Like you really out here doing things or whatever. And it's proof positive through the posts, videos, put it out, different posts or whatnot. So yeah, it's definitely respected. Matter of fact, I felt real bad because I did the first episode coming back. I went like 6 months not doing the pod. And I came back, and the first episode I forgot to mention the rappers, rapping over vocals joint. And it was crazy because I was like, yo, out of the whole time that I was like not doing the pod, but still kind of keeping abreast of things, like that was one of the things I kept seeing, time and time again. It was like, how do I forget that? I was like, you're on the pod, like, So, but just to reiterate, shout out my man Eddie Jr. I see you, my boy. You came with the campaign, the real MCs don't rappable vocals, and that actually went viral. So you want like explain to the people like, you know what I'm saying, how did that pop off? You know, it popping off, and how has it affected you? As, you know, what I'm saying after it popped off through, you know, what I'm saying the different hip hop luminaries, reposting your stuff.
So I'm terrible at telling short stories. I'm a history teacher, so I like to put things in context.
Hey, we got time. We got time, baby. That's
cool.
the motto.
So I grew up in the church. God bless his soul. My father was a gospel musician. And so I grew up seeing some of the best live performances in the world in a church house, right? And so it's just like people using their voices as instruments to touch people's souls and like move the crowd, and you know what I'm saying, like get the room all stirred up. And so for me, it's always been anathemous, you know what I mean, for somebody to get up there and like perform over the recorded track, because I grew up where you just don't do that, you know what I mean? So, right. You know, like being an MC to me is like you have being a teacher, but like getting your PhD, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like the highest distinction of being a rapper, you know what I'm saying? So I really take pride in being the MC, and you know what I mean? So fast forward, 2018, I'm in the Bay Area, and I went on board, and I started making, so my homegirl, Crystal Cameron, she was like, we get ready to do sound check. She was like, we don't need a sound check. Marcel's gonna rap over vocals, right? Just joking, right? And so we laughing and playing about it, and I get on Facebook, and I make like 10 to 15 posts about rapping over vocals. Everybody's laughing, crying, blah, 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 blah. And so that was July 25th, 2018. Fast forward. The next week, no, that wasn't July 25th. I digress. My days are mixed up or whatever. But anyway, long story short, shortly thereafter, I'm in Ohio, right? And I go to this festival, 2x2 festival, performing at, and this dude walks up to me. He's like, "Hey man, you stop rapping over vocals, guy." Right. And so apparently he'd been following me before, blah, 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 blah. But like, I'm like, well, damn, I'm a career conscious rapper. Like before that, I was known as the fuck Donald Trump guy, because I had a song where I would, chant fuck Donald Trump on the hook, right? I'm a career conscious artist. But I saw that the stop rapping over vocals thing was sticking to me. And like, I'm not really into brands and things like that. However, I do stand on the culture. So for me, like being an MC, putting on a live performance, and just being a professional in that capacity is something I really, really push as a cultural standard. You know what I'm saying? Not no industry standard, but just like, yo, you're going to be a rapper, you're going to be an MC. This is a cultural standard I'm trying to uphold. So I'm like, you know what? I can dig it. So fast forward, April of 2019, me and my man Illadope, who was the DJ for Calypso Forces, we're in the Mid-Atlantic. I want to say my first show was in Greensboro, North Carolina. But when I flew into Raleigh, North Carolina, they lost my bag. They lost my merch bags, right? So I did the first show. I did the first show of that run with no merch, and I didn't know when I was gonna get my merchandise back. So the next show was in Roanoke, Virginia, and we went to the mall. We found like a little kiosk in the middle of the mall where they press up shirts. Hey man, we'll give you $100 if you press up 10 shirts. And so Illadope asked me, he was like, on your shirt, you should put stop rapping over vocals, right? Now, that's something I deeply believe in, but I'm not going to cap like I'm the first person to ever say stop rapping over vocals or don't rap over vocals, don't rap over your lyrics, right? And so I'm my only child. I like to be specific. I like to be original. And for me, it was important to be specific because I understand like not everybody strives to be MC, right? Not everybody, the club dudes, the street dudes, they can give a fuck about if you rapping with vocals or not, right? And so I'm not talking to them. I'm talking that if you're an MC, right? And so that's when I came up with the phrase, real MCs don't rap over vocals. We put it on a t-shirt. I sold out of shirts in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, the month of July is coming up to where it's been almost a year since I went on this epic rant about not rapping over vocals, and people memorized it for me. And so I made the month of July. So I feel like after the first time I made that rant, that's when I kind of became the leader of the movement, because that's what I was recognized for, right? So it's like, it's like I became the leader of the movement, and like by osmosis, but I stand on it, right? But anyway, the month of July comes. I make July International Stop Rapping Over Vocals Month. You know what I'm saying? And I make July 25th International Stop Rapping Over Vocals Day. And what it is, you know what I'm saying, we're celebrating, you know, MCing, but we're also doing on the educational tip, trying to make people aware, you know what I'm saying, of what you get to do to prevent being an over vocals rapper. So number one is, you know what I'm saying, rehearse. Well, in no particular order, but it's 4 steps. You got to rehearse. You got to know your lyrics. You know what I'm saying? You got to do cardio. You know what I'm saying? I'm 435 pounds. But, you know, I get an elliptical. You know, my lungs is great. I got the lungs of a skinny nigga, even though I got the body of a hippopotamus. But I got the lungs. I got the lungs of a skinny nigga. A hippopotamus is gangster, bro. Like the way they be running at the bottom of the water, how fast they move. I love bears. I love bears, bro. Like bears is my shit. But like hippopotamus is gangster, bro. Real shit.
Right.
They
really because of Hungry Hippo. Like, no, there's some killers.
No, they literally run at the bottom of the goddamn thing. It will knock your ass out the boat, eat your motherfucking ass. Anyway, but so the number 3 is vocal cord care. Like, and it's something that thank God I know a little bit of it. Doing 18 shows in like 31 days really took a lot of toll on my voice. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm still battling to get it back. You know what I'm saying? But if I didn't do vocal cord care, I wouldn't have made it past 2 or 3 shows. Like I got through probably like show number 12 until my voice started like kind of failing me. But a lot of it was a lack of rest, which is a whole nother conversation. But anyways, and then number 4 is going to rehearsal. Everybody wants to blame the sound man and the microphones and the speakers, but nobody take their motherfucking ass to rehearsal, to sound check, umbrella. Right. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, vocal cord care, rehearsal, sound check, cardio. That's, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, it's celebrating live performances. And I get it, like, you could be a good rapper, a good artist. You can make jams and bops, right? You know what I'm saying? And like, but being a good performer is different. To me, that's like the highest experience. You know what I'm saying? Like being able to translate what you do in the booth on the stage and take it even further to where you are. You know what I'm saying? And as a touring artist, man, being a live performer is everything. Like, Enigma, do me a favor, bro. Name 1 touring hip-hop artist, right? Think about me. Think about Big Low. Think about C. Shreve. Think about people like us. Think about 1 touring hip-hop artist that goes across the country rapping and getting paid who raps over vocals.
I can't off top, bro. Like for real. Like I can't even, especially not on like an indie level. You know what I'm saying?
So like on any level, honestly, like hood dudes, they don't tour.
Right. I was about to say, like I know some, but they're not touring. They're not, you know what I'm saying?
Hood dudes. So it's either local hood dudes or famous dudes, right? So it's either the niggas that you was talking about dissing each other. You know, I'm sure they rap over vocals. I don't know, but everything about me says over vocals rap, right? Them niggas who talk about dissing each other. I'm sorry, Tallahassee. I'm being messy. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
You gonna get me in trouble. That's the only thing. I'm like, let me not laugh.
I'm just saying. Let me stop. Right. So your local hood rapper who was rapping up with vocals at the club this Saturday in Tallahassee, or it's 21 Savage, right? But if you look at Rage Against the Machine to Run the Jewels touring right now, if you look at Odyssey, if you look at Conway, if you look at Kendrick, like literal. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the hip hop dudes who really do it, man, they don't rap over vocals. And so for me, like, even if you do trap shit or hood shit, like it behooves you to be a good performer because it's gonna make you stand out from everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So to wrap this up, I've been celebrating this holiday since since July of 2019. I make the same flyer every year on July 1st. This year, you know what I'm saying, reeling off of the greatest versus performance ever with Jadakiss at the verses in August or whatever. This year, I put Jadakiss on the flyer for International REDROV Month. And that shit fucking takes off. It gets shared. People are using it to promote their flyers. Elliot Wilson, Rap Radar shares it. DJ Premier is repping it. D Nice is repping it. Fucking Truck Creek Mirror of allhiphop.com is repping it. Like everybody's commenting on it. Wendy Day is talking about it, and it's this particular flyer. And look, like my name is on. You see my badge and my name on there, but it's not big enough. But it made it all across the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was just like it was just different. And and a lot of it. Like it sparked a lot of conversation. A lot of niggas who was defending over vocals rap. A lot of niggas like, yo, this shit is whack. You know what I'm saying? Like people are literally using that flyer to promote their own parties all across the country. Right. And it's just like, and so it's been cool. I've been tagged so many times. My inbox has been flooded or what have you. But it sparked a cool conversation. Today I got tagged in a conversation with niggas is like pro over vocals rap. And I mean, don't ever fucking tag me in no shit like this again. I don't. Bro, I don't argue with over vocal rappers. The only thing I could do is teach you how to be an MC and not rap over your vocals. I don't like the late great John Henry Clark said, I don't argue, I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach.
Word.
So when it comes like there's nothing you can do to convince me the over vocals rapping is good. There's nothing. I'm dead set. I got a hard line on it. So I'm not gonna argue with you. If you want to rap over vocals, cool. You go over there with them niggas. We hip hop over here. And like I'm not a person who's like I don't consider myself a purist because
you like the ratchets? You don't express
no,
that?
But not even that. Like I understand that different people have different ways of expressing themselves, right? But I do consider myself a Jegna, and Jegna is a protector of the culture. And we have to have some type of cultural standards. So as things evolve, there's some type of cultural things that have to stay, you know what I'm saying, intact. And I'm turning 39 next month, right? And so I'm a veteran.
You still legit though.
Hey man, hey bro, hey, I'm getting on my 80s, baby. Hey, I made a post. Listen, remember me and you talked about. I made a post on Facebook. I was like, for us born in the early 80s, it's our time right now. It's our time. It's our time because we came up under all these rappers who were born, you know what I'm saying, between, you know what I'm saying, like 68 and 75, right? Those people who taught us. We were so concerned about chasing the bag that we didn't teach the young niggas, and now we mad because they don't know no better. And so I'm 38, you know what I'm saying? You in your 40s. Now a nigga that's 30 years old, he wasn't taught. And so this niggas who's 17 don't know a goddamn thing. Right? And so for me as a person 39, you know what I'm saying, less than 2 years away from 40, like it's important that, you know, like I see myself as an elder, especially as it comes to like the Southern independent underground hip hop scene. And so I'm gonna stand on culture. I'm gonna stand on culture, specifically being from the South, where they think ain't no culture is. Right. You know what I'm saying? They think everything is just, and, you know, I fuck with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, but they think everything is the club and the streets and the strip clubs, and it's that too. Right. But like we got some intelligent people who love the culture, who do right by it. So for me, I stand on culture, man. And like I said, I can only teach you. I can't argue. There's nothing you can say. Like if you're not Beanie Siegel, who got one lung, or DOC, who got his voice box crushed 40 years ago, I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Now, even then, when DOC made his return his return concert about 2 or 3 years ago, that nigga didn't rap over vocals. Right.
You was still rapping, sounding crunchy and all. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But he did that shit. But yes, all at the same, man, it's been a thing that I'm literally known by this shit everywhere I go. Like people will rap. Like, bro, people will like I've had people rap over vocals. And then this is the thing about it, bro. Like, I never call out a rapper, like especially like other independent artists, right? Now, if you're big, I'm gonna make a joke about it. But like, if you're in my vicinity circumference, I don't disrespect nobody. So I ain't never like I won't be like, yo, nigga, you suck. Like I don't do that, right? I just do what I do, and I lead by example, right? And so, like, I'll be in a room with other over vocal rappers, and I'll do my shit, and I'll have over vocal rappers chanting "Real MCs don't rap over vocals" and about a t-shirt, right? Because it's like, oh, I see what you mean, right? Or I've had people rap over vocals, and then somebody be like, yo, Marcel is here, and they'll come apologize to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, man, I didn't know you was gonna be here. You know, like real shit. Or like when I was in Cincinnati, this young dude went up. He was nice, like he was super duper nice. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't rap over vocals, but his producer was the DJ. And so for the last song, the producer played the new song that they just recorded, but they hadn't got a show track
yeah,
for it.
Yeah.
Right. And so he rapped along with it, and the whole time he's looking at me, but I understood what was going on.
Right.
So afterwards, he came up to it like, "Man, I'm sorry." I was like, "Nah, you good." I saw what happened. Like he put you on the spot. Like you literally killed 4 or 5 songs flawless. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? But or when I was in Lafayette, you know what I'm saying? I went to the restroom, right? And the artist was doing the record, and he started the verse and realized the vocals is on it. He said, "Whoa, stop." He said, "Man, I don't want Marcel to come out the bathroom and hear me rap." but it's like, you know, I joke about it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I joke about it, but it's like, man, look, I'm trying to push the culture forward. Like, I won't like, for me, I love hip hop, but I hate going to a rap events and the DJ's only playing 90s hip hop. I want to be able to enjoy real hip hop in real time. I want when my kids are 10 and 11. I want them to hear, you know, of course, the edited versions, but I want them to listen to Joey Badass or whoever in real time. You know, of course, they know, you know, I listen to Little Brother a lot. They know some of the classics, but it's like, no. So when I'm a grandfather, when my grandkids are teenagers, whatever hip hop there is, that's dope. I want them to enjoy it. And I don't want them in 2040 to still be listening to, you know, to only be stuck on what came on Biggie and Jay-Z. Right. And so for me, the way we have to cultivate these young artists and show them the culture. And hopefully if the Lord bless them to blow up and get big, they'll keep the culture intact.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. You right down my alley. As far as like I said, the culture. Matter of fact, speaking of my cousin Raven October, like that's what a lot of our discussions, you know what I'm saying, back in the day was just like, yo, you gotta have gatekeepers, because it just seemed like it wasn't no gatekeepers. And because there was no one to really put out what the culture needs to maintain the standards, you allow a lot of bullshit. And with that,
I'm careful about gatekeepers, man. When I ran the scene in Baton Rouge in like South Louisiana, I call myself a facilitator. Like I look at myself like a damn near player general manager. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it's, you know, it's nuances to this, but like when I hear gatekeeper, it's you're only allowing what you like.
Right.
And
well,
so
I don't mean it in that sense. I do mean like what you're saying as far as being able to, you know what I'm saying, teach. You're gonna come in like, yo, I'm gonna show you the ropes, whatever, whoop, and give you the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to allowing whatever. And I think the problem is that a lot of stuff is just allowed as opposed to trying to teach and, like you said, facilitate what the culture could be or should be or whatever. Like I learned this, I'm gonna pass this knowledge to you. It's kind of like, oh, just do whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck. And that's the problem. You know, especially when, you know, we was in our 20s, it was a lot of that. It was a lot of like, I don't give a fuck. And so we allow a lot of stuff to go on because we felt like we had to be hands off as opposed to saying, nah, let me show you what's good. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's funny about it is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, boy, I'm about to say, like, because even like with me coming up, like for a long time, I thought it was okay to rap over vocals because, like you said, a lot of times you would see some out of BET Awards or even VMAs and they rapping over their vocals. So you thinking like, all right, boom, like that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't until later, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man Stess, A to the L. They the ones that really got in my ear like, nah, you don't do that. And I was kind of resisting at first. I'm like, man, I don't see, you know what I'm saying, Ludacris and T.I. do it like it's straight. But then once I was like, all right, well, bet. If they saying this, let me try it out. I did it. And like you said, I saw what it was. And I was like, oh, shit, all right. They was really just trying to put me on game. It wasn't like they was trying to knock me out or, you know what I'm saying, knock me out the culture or tell me whatever. It was like they put me on game. So yeah, that's what's necessary. Just having people like yourself, you know, putting these younger cats on game so they can improve not just on the culture, but what they doing. You know what I'm saying? And come better MCs.
And, you know, it's like, well, this what trips me out about it, bro. It's like, I'm talking about hip hop. I'm talking about MPs. A lot of niggas who rap over vocals will be like, I'm an artist, bro. I'm not even a rap. I'm an artist. I don't make hip hop. I make whatever, right? Then leave us the fuck alone.
Right. Right.
And it's like, man, the whole world, look, specific. If I do have bias, I will say it's for hip hop because I stand on hip hop, right? That's what I live. That's what I do. That's what I am. That's what I represent. Even as a teacher, whatever. You know, I'm a hip hop educator, right?
Right.
Leave us the fuck alone. Like it's just like the whole world. Like if you trying to get into the industry, if you're trying to get into the game, or you trying to do the street shit, it's so many different ways for you out there who don't fuck about none of what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. I'm not trying to necessarily impose my look. I can teach you some shit that's gonna make you a better live performer.
Right.
But if not, stay at the hood clubs with the over vocal rappers. Let me do what the fuck we do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like every single time when an over vocal rapper tries to make when they try to make up the point that big name people do it, they never bring up a real MC. Right?
True.
Oh, 21 Savage do it. Oh, I seen Waka Flocka do it. Oh, I seen Lil Uzi do it. Well, tell me about KRS-One then.
Right.
Tell me about Common. Tell me about, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you can't even give me a good example of a good live performer as a justification. What good live performer actually, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, I mean, I saw this in Bad Rules right before the COVID shit shut down, right? And so, hey, I was on my favorite flow joint. It was really like culture-wise, it was straight up hip-hop shit, right? And like, you know, so I came from underground hip-hop, conscious hip-hop at Baton Rouge, and niggas was not fucking with me because I was different. I moved before jig music, right? Like the old concentration camp shit. I was in before jig music. I saw the shit blow up from a baby when me and Boosie about the same age, right? And so when Boosie was a teenager, you know what I mean? Boom, I saw his ascension, right? And where he went. So it's like me trying to do underground backpack, Knife Wonder style, Little Brother, depressed out hip hop. I was the eyeball. They wouldn't let me in, right? So over the years, I built my own scene, I built my own community. And so now the niggas who didn't let me in was like they were trying to come over, right? Now y'all not inviting me to your side of town. Y'all not gonna put me on your shows, but y'all want to come over to my shit. Okay, cool. Because I'm not gonna do you like you did me, but you can't rap over fucking vocals.
Right. You gonna come on my turn.
So, bro, you got all these hood clubs. You got Bella Noche, what they say. Well, you can't go to Bella Noche. What else can you go? You got Shenanigans. You got Club Rags. You got all these hood spots, daiquiri lounges, these hookah lounges. You can do all the wild shit that you want to. We got a barbershop, nigga. We was doing that shit in the motherfucking barbershop. Keep rapping ass out my community. Right. I don't give a fuck if you a jig rapper, a street rapper, whatever. You can be, you know what I'm saying? Like you can without. Side note, you talked about P Valley earlier. Last year, so when the first season of P Valley and Lil Murphy performed, he did rap over vocal, right? Because that dude is really a rapper. He's really a rapper. And I tweeted, I was like, shout out to like Lil Murder for not rapping over vocals. And Katori Hall, the creator of the show, was like, Lil Murder never raps over vocals. So shout out to Lil Murder. He really with the movement, right? P Valley with the movement, right? I love P Valley. But all to say is like, bro, this is the culture over here, my G. And I'm not sacrificing the culture to look cool with some niggas who don't give a fuck. Right. Like, so this is pop, my nigga. Like you want, like, so you ain't gotta make no boom bap shit. But if you come over here and we're gonna do live performance, you're gonna respect this particular aspect. You got it's like for me as an artist and just as a person, the way I think, bro, I never like I don't play to the middle. I'm gonna push, right? I'm gonna push. So for me, I'm pushing the culture. I'm trying to make people better. I'm trying to teach you how to get your money up, how to make yourself a better draw. You know what I'm saying? You know, just you better, whatever. So like, if y'all niggas want to stay complacent with whatever, boom, 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 that's cool. Y'all stay over there. Leave me alone. We gonna do hip hop and we gonna strive to be MCs over here.
Word. So we'll go ahead, man. Gives people a little taste of what you got. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna come back and talk about what we're gonna do moving forward. You know what I mean? So this on the real featuring Big Sant out of the big sip, and then we'll hit you with the sweetest inspiration. Then we're gonna be right back. My man Marcel P Black on the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.
Yo, let me talk to y'all real quick, man. I gotta talk my shit. Yo, hip-hop is my weapon, and every time I squeeze it's like I'm teaching niggas lessons in the belly of the beast, so I keep a Smith & Wesson with emphasis like a missile. If I miss you, it's a blessing. Oh Lord, this gang shit that I be repping consists of several colors from a plethora of sections. Politicized, so we ain't committing genocide against the people with the exact same skin as mine. These laws do too much evil to be beefing with the people from the trenches of the neighborhoods we live in. That's why I keep a Desert Eagle in the waist, 22 in the boots. If these devils get the trip in, my left hand tested positive for gunpowder. Residue from gripping mics and squeezing trigger too. Battle reps are petty. If it's pressure, I'ma let it boom no matter who's the president. Proud boys can get it on the real. All these fake niggas know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they gonna do is squeal. On the real, all these fake niggas know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they gonna do is squeal. On the real, all these fake niggas know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they gonna do is squeal. On the real, all these fake niggas know the deal. When we start the revolution, all they gonna do is squeal.
I told boys I've been about it and they still doubt it. Fly a kite while you pin pilot and your tear quiet. Better do your push-ups and say to yourself, you in a prison of self, I'm in the prison of wealth. To the top I took steps, on the block I took breath. The asthma pump ain't gon' help, that's a hood you don't rep. Present yourself in the best light. First impressions hurt from a certain section. You claim to be a boss from a certain section. Okay, matador, shovel all that bull. Long as you could, till your car get pulled. Then them cars pull up, and your guard not up.
Hip-hop, we do this for the culture, man. We gon' rock on. We gon' rock on. And we gon' rock on. And we gon' rock on. And we gon' rock on. From the 225 to 580. And we gon' rock on. And we gon' rock on. Give me something you can groove to. We gon' rock on. And we gon' rock on. And we gon' rock on. And we gon' rock on. Let's go. Style over substance, struggle over sucker shit, courage over cap, gangsters over government, freedom over fresh, children over checks, morals over money, people over politics, dignity over dope, history over hoax, knowledge over nuisance, revolution over rope, power over police, 20s over 12, God over genocide, heaven over hell. I rock both black brands and low, black fists and gang signs thrown at every single show. Enjoy strippers, but no God is a black woman. There ain't no contradiction, man. I tip my hat to both. Oh Lord, both Tupac and 2 Chainz, Goody Mob, Gucci Mane, Lil Brother, Lil Wayne, Double Veil, both black and American. True to myself, man. This culture over everything. We gon' rock on. We gon' rock on.
All right, boom, 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 and we back. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. What you just heard, my man Marcel P Black with Sweetest Inspiration and On the Real featuring Big Sant. I didn't mean to stop it that early, but I was about to stop it, but it just said clock. For those in live, if you listen to the audio, you're getting the full song, so disregard what I'm even talking about right now. So, anywho, got my man Marcel P Black. Now he just made big move, you know what I'm saying, from Baton Rouge to Tulsa, Oklahoma. Just last time you been on the pod, man. How was that move? And so you selling pretty well. So it's working for you.
Man, it's been cool, man. It's definitely been a challenge. It's been different trying to get readjusted. Like when I got here, I moved here, and the next day was the 100-year centennial of the Tulsa Race Massacre. So literally, right. I hadn't even been in the town for 24 hours, and I did a pretty big festival. And the week after that, I started working, man. I was teaching rap with Raps 101. So it's like I started working immediately. When that ended, you know what I'm saying? I started teaching. I went back to the schoolhouse. And honestly, bro, I've been so busy, I ain't even really got a chance to like get out in the town, man. Like we had super duper long teaching days last year. And so like, and then my mom lives with me now, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just not really being able to get out and get in the town and get to see people and move and shake. I've done some shows here, you know what I'm saying? I've done more shows out because I guess I'm a natural born touring artist. I've absolutely done more shows out of state than I've done in Tulsa, but I've still done more. I've still done shows in Tulsa, but nah, man, it's been a change, man. I love my house. I love my neighborhood. I got the highest paying job I've ever had. So does my wife. My kids love their new school. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool. Like I definitely versus I was listening to you before I came on, and like the accents here are so different. I'm losing my South Louisiana accent, and I never had a Tulsa like Tulsa. It's like, how can I say it? Like Tulsa to my hometown in Ardmore, it's like the difference between like I guess distance wise, it's like, well, this not gonna be accurate, but it's just like how Orlando might be like, okay, let's it's a lot further. Anyways, it's like Tulsa at the top of the state, you know what I'm saying? Right. And Ardmore, when I was born, is at the bottom of the state, so real close to the Texas. So culturally, the accent's a little bit more slow. We got a little bit more drawl, and then Tulsa's a little different. But I lived in Louisiana for 19 years, and I absolutely picked up the accent. And so I miss Southern accents. So I'm listening to you talk before we start. I'm like, yes, that sounds like home to me. Even though it's Florida, even though it's like Oklahoma has like a really weird, like almost Midwestern non-accent type thing, right? And so it's like when I was on tour, me and Alfred, man, going through Georgia and Alabama and Louisiana, it just feels so good to hear people like talk like that. You feel me? So like you said jit, right? Nobody talk like that up here. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but so it was. So when I absolutely, when I was on my tour, and like when I went home, like I say home when I went to the deep south. You know what I'm saying? When I went to Louisiana and whatever, it felt like home. The food, I ain't gonna lie, I love Tulsa, man, but the food ain't talk about nothing, bro. Like it ain't, especially come from Louisiana, but like period, like the deep south, the food ain't really. It's kind of quiet, man. But other than that, man, like. You know, the city up here, what they call it the town. Oklahoma City is a city, this is the town. The town is twice the size as Baton Rouge. Wow. So it has a lot of potential for doing stuff. Like the thing I like about Tulsa is the city is behind hip hop. So like in Baton Rouge, it was really, really segregated. So like you only really do hip hop shows over by LSU. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. But like you can go downtown and book like a hip hop show, pretty simple. Nice. And from the bigger venues to the dive bars, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of potential. It's Oklahoma, so people still fly over it when it comes to routing tours. But now that I'm here and that I have actually more time, I'm hopefully I can start bringing my friends through as I start gaining more relationships with different venues here or whatever.
Right. The thing about it, from the outside looking in, Tulsa is like booming. Like I know a few people, including yourself, that was moving there around the same time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure that in the next 10 years, like it's gonna be that spot. You know what I'm saying? Especially in that area or whatever. So no, I think you made a good move by going there for real.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as much as I love Louisiana, like I went back and I got to spend about 3 or 4 hours, and I missed it. I ain't gonna lie to you, like going back to my own neighborhood with my kids went to school. I went to my favorite restaurant. I went to my favorite polo store. You know what I mean? And, you know, did all the stuff I love to do. And I missed it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I missed it. But I even for about a day or so, I missed the Louisiana humidity for about a day. Because up here, nigga, I remember in June, so I was about to get out.
Yeah.
Nah, it ain't dry, but like it was June. We about to get out of school. And it was 76 degrees, and my teachers complaining about it's hot. I mean, I'm some suckers.
Right.
Like, nigga, it was 76 in goddamn October. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like,
right.
You know what I mean? So for about a day, I missed the humidity, and I regretted that real quick. You know what I mean? You know that deep south, you know, Gulf State humidity. But nah, man. So I love Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge will always be a home to me. I will forever, no matter where I live at, I'm always going to credit myself as a Baton Rouge hip hop artist because that's what my name was not Marcel P as an artist before I moved to Baton Rouge. That's why I cut my teeth. That's why I went through all the bullshit. That's why I had to fight everybody. That's why I made my name. So Baton Rouge, Louisiana has always been my hip hop home, right? My kids are born and raised there. So like it's always gonna have a special place in my heart. But it was time for me to go. Yeah. It was time for me and my family. And so I don't regret, even though I miss it, and I really did have a good time just going back and visiting, even though I was there for a very short amount of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got to see some of the homies and whatever. But it's good to go visit, but like I can't live there anymore. You know what I mean? And I honestly I don't see myself going back to live there ever. You know what I mean? But it was good to go visit, man. But Tulsa's where it's at, man. There's a lot of opportunities. for myself and my wife and my children to take part in ways that we wasn't able to do in Louisiana. And yeah, man, just keep pushing it forward and see what the time got for us.
No doubt, man. I'm happy for you. Your props for your family. You know what I'm saying? Being a family man and you're actually getting that paper, boy. That's important. So before we wrap this thing on up, though, you know what I'm saying? Is there any? I know you know what I'm saying, getting ready for the school year, like literally getting ready. You know what I'm saying, with the plans and things of that sort. My wife, of course, she works in the school board here, so I already know how this time started getting for teachers. But on the rap part, you know what I'm saying, like, are there any plans that we can look for, you know what I'm saying, for Marcel P. Black?
Man, so I focus so much on the tour that like I dropped the album in September, last September.
Right.
It was a really important album to me. The album's about grieving during the pandemic, about the death, you know what I'm saying? Like, my father passed away. And it's low-key some of my best work. But it's really, really emotional to me. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't really when it was time for me to tour this summer, I could have called it the Everything I Love tour. But how can I say it? It was more important. Black Outside was more important to me as far as like making the statement about how I lost everything.
Right.
And now I'm Black Outside, right? But so Everything I Love is absolutely still on streamers, on Bandcamp. It's still one of my best albums, some of my best work. You heard two of the records with On the Real and Sweetest Inspiration. So I'm really proud of it. I got a remix coming, you know what I'm saying, hopefully pretty soon with one of the records on that I'm personally like really geeked out about, whatever. So I'm still gonna work that album. But like if you heard Everything I Love, it's completely different from everything I've ever done. You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole time when I was grieving my father during the pandemic, all I did was listening to anything Fonte. So be it, Little Brother, his solo stuff, Foreign Exchange. Right. And so like I'm a Little Brother stan, I'm a Fonte stan, and because of this, I'm a North Carolina hip hop stan. Anybody out of North Carolina, I don't really fuck with like the baby because that nigga too goddamn wild. But like I love all things North Carolina. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my Mecca. Like,
right. I told somebody, my wife or somebody, like back in 2012, 10 years ago, like literally 10 years ago, like I was setting up to move to Charlotte. Like I moved in with my homie, like, yo, like let me stay here. You know what I'm saying? I give you a little bit on the rent so I can save up, try to get 2 G's and just like jet to Charlotte and just see what happens. Cause I just, like you, like everything about North Carolina just really drew me to that state or whatever. It didn't happen, but clearly. But yeah, so I'm with you with that. I'm with you. Like North Carolina, man, that's that spot.
For me, like my Mecca moment was going to Missy Ann's, you know what I'm saying? And like really like, where the listening was created. And like, I cherish I call him Sensei, Cesar Comanche, as a mentor and as a friend. And as just a Jedi level, you know what I'm saying, OG. You know what I'm saying? So like, so all that to say, so like I wanted to make an album that like not only reflected like what I was going through, but I want to make an ode to my love for North Carolina hip hop, right? So the album is so artistically, it sounds different from everything I did. You know what I'm saying? It's not really a whole bunch of, it's not really aggressive. On the Real is probably the most aggressive record on there. It's not really on no conscious shit. And now that that's out my fucking way, it's time to get back to the angry goddamn. Okay. I'm working on a project. I'm working on a project with a producer named M. Slago. He the person who produced Principles and Standards, which is the REDROV anthem, pretty much. He did the For the Culture project. We're working on a project called More Culture, and it's I'm gonna say this is Killer Mike meets Black Milk.
Okay.
It's Killer Mike. It's Killer Mike meets Black Milk. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm really excited to get back to like, and like so while I was going through that, whatever, big shout out to Dr. Jared A. Ball, Black Power Media. I mix what I like. I really just took a lot of time studying and getting my politics together, going further and further left with the Pan-African radical socialist politics. So I'm excited to like really like put that into my music, what I've been learning, what I've been reading and researching. and just and making some really radical black, pro-black, pan-African, but real ass hip hop. Something that and it's more going towards the boom bap wave, and that's not something you see from Southern as much. You know what I'm saying? Like if you hear like I love Little Brother, I love Fontaine, but they're not conscious hip hop artists. They not. And like I'm saying, like they every man, but it's not like there's nothing political about it, right? Yeah. And so for me, it's like, so when you think about like Southern underground boom bap rap, right? A lot of it's not really political. So like I want to step into like that thing to where it's like it's aggressive as a goddamn country ass Southerner, but it's still boom bap and it's still hitting. You know what I'm saying? And so like I got that. I'm working on and I've been bullshitting, but because it's my fault because I haven't been to the studio since I moved up here, so I got lots to lay down. But me and Alfred Banks could finally put out a project. We did a run together the summer, tour wise. We finally get together. We're gonna put out a project. You know what I'm saying? Once again, I dropped the ball again because I didn't get time to. Me and the homeboy Big Sant, you know what I mean? We're gonna do an EP together called Truly a Blessing. I'm working on I'm gonna do just like I did a trap project. I got a trap project with Trap Pop. Cry Freedom was my country rap tunes project. And I don't give you the title, but I'm gonna do a gangster rap album. That's like the stories is like, oh, I'm so excited to like really just push my pen and try different things. I'm never gonna sell my people out. It ain't about no money or nothing, but it's just a different way. It's just a different way I want to tell a particular story. You know what I mean? But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay true to what I stand for and my ultimate goal, but I'm just gonna tell the story from a different point of view or whatever. But yeah, man, so it took me getting everything I love out my system. I had to, get that first piece of art that reflected that grief out my system. Right. And now I want to try different things. And it's like, and the thing about it is, man, like, even though I'm getting older, I'm getting better. I'm getting better as a writer. I'm getting better as a rapper. I'm getting better as a performer. I ain't even in shape. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't even like, the last time I saw you, like, I was in the gym, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I was a lot lighter, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I was really, I didn't have time to get in shape, right? So like, I still got a whole lot to get, even though I'm getting better, like there's still a whole lot of room for me to improve, even though I'm getting older. And I don't look too old, you feel me? Like, so I still look relatively young. Nobody believes I'm 38. So yeah, man, I think just as a facilitator and just an elder statesman in Southern underground hip hop, I got a lot to give to the culture. From if it's on the stage, if it's on the microphone, if it's in the classroom. Another thing, I finally after years of people asking me, I finally started my my consultation service. You know what I'm saying? The Socket 918. If I can give a plug to that, the Socket 918. I specialize in 3 areas. I specialize in I guess you could say artist development and kind of putting your plans together. I specialize in artists who want to monetize their music, be it merchandise, getting their music online, and making sure and getting your publishing together. Right. And the biggest thing that people ask me about, and I finally made it to a package, is everybody want to tour. And I know the road. I'm plugged everywhere. That's why I'm the socket, baby. I'm the plug. You feel me? Right. No,
you know what I'm saying? That's important. That's important.
You know what I'm saying? So like I did my first consultation yesterday or what have you. And people are booking stuff or whatever. So yeah, man, the Socket 918, that's my new company. And it's just I'm pro artist, right? And so like, let me make this very clear. I gave up a lot of free game over my career, and I've never really tripped about it, right? But because just me making Facebook posts, right? And my inbox is always pretty much open. But getting a consultation package, I'm hands-on with you. Every single person I do a consultation package I do it on Zoom. Right. And so when we're done, I send you the video as a document. I take notes. If you're trying to get show dates, I can hook that up too. Later on, I'm going to expand into doing booking for artists, but I'm not ready for that yet because I'm still out trying to grease myself, whatever. But and by no, I'm not no gatekeeper. I'm just trying. I want independent artists to understand that they don't have to get a deal or get signed with a label. You could be your own label, your own boss. And so, ways that cost-effective ways, you know what I'm saying, artists can take advantage of some of this knowledge and connects that I got, you know what I'm saying, it's like that or what have you, but but yeah, man, I'm ready to get back and get back in the studio, and I got some. I'm doing this big festival in California on Mercer stage in October. I think I'll be going to Arizona in November. You know what I'm saying? So even though school is back in, I'm still a weekend warrior, getting out on the road, doing my thing.
No, we proud of you, bro. Your flowers. The consultation is genius. Because again, you got the credentials, and I hope that people out there they grabs to it. I mean, in fact, I sit here and behoove anyone that's listening. You're an independent artist. Holler at Marcel P. Black. He can put you on the right road, man. I was just telling an artist the other day. I was just like, don't be afraid to be a local rapper. Just make sure you put in that work. You know what I'm saying? Like it may not be made for everybody to get on a major, but that don't mean you can't go out here and do things. So you know what I'm saying, and develop a career where you can look back and be like, yo, I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like I may not been, millionaire, whoever, but I did that. So nah, man, that's dope. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm gonna continue to try to push the culture just as much as you doing. Like podcasts, that's what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? Trying to push this culture. You know what I'm saying? Trying to open the eyes to people to let them know that what you just see on the mainstream ain't out there. There's a whole lot of people doing things out here and doing it for, hip hop. Now, speaking of politics, just for those my listeners out there, next 2 weeks, it's gonna be straight politics. It's election time here in Florida, especially local. So next week, matter of fact, no, I ain't gonna give my guess. Anytime I give you my guess, it don't fall through. So I ain't finna do that. But just know next week coming up and the week after that, I'm talking politics. Got two people that's running for office or whatever, and so let y'all know because August 23rd gonna be here before you know it. You're going to put that check. So y'all stay tuned for that. Besides that, you got the information below, or if you listen to the audio podcast in the description, you can contact Marcel P. Black through all his contacts, or you can just strictly go to the central hub, www.marcelpblack.com, and get everything. Also, too, man, spend them ducats to get that money. Before I get up out of here, again, before I get up out of here, shouts out to my baby Mackenzie. Daddy loves you. Also, gotta give a plug to my wife. She out here grinding with the phenomenal cooking experience. I'm out here cooking up for these schools right now, and she tired, but it's all worth it because she's doing what she loves. So, if you're interested in catering or private dinners in the Tallahassee area, make sure to look up Phenomenal Cooking Experience LLC. Y'all make sure to do that. And also, too, of course, your boy just ain't doing this podcast thing. Actually, what this thing got this camera thing popping off. Photos by Enigma. So, again, if you're in the Tallahassee area and you want to take some photos, whether it's event photography, portrait, family, baby, all of that, everything. Holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? I got you. You know, so get them DMs so we can discuss, what we can do. So, that out the way. Shouts out to Freedom Train Radio. We're going to get y'all hair. Marcel P. Black. Appreciate you, boy. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to you and your family, man. Nothing but love for you. And we're going to get up out here. This is the Enigma Sept Hour podcast. You got time, baby.